What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's MightyFan time. You know, coming from the living room, so you know what that means. It means it's going to be a pickup video. So, indeed it is, and boy, what a pickup video. This is yeah. Excuse me, I have a little cough, but it's getting better. But as most of us are probably aware of, a week ago today was the winter sales event. Well, it actually ended a week ago today at Mitchell & Ness. So, you know, I did a little shopping. And I met up with Big Slim and Peter Tom Willis there from the, you know, we all know Big Slim, you know, one of the Jersey heads here in the community on YouTube. Also Peter Tom Willis from the Facebook pages. And, you know, it was great meeting up with those guys. First time I met them in person. It was great meeting you guys there. I mean, Big Slim and I, we have talked on the phone now a few times in recent weeks, quite extensively, about jerseys and such. So, always great to talk to him, and you know, great to talk to anyone, you know, about jerseys, because you know we all have a passion for it. Although I have noticed that the videos have gotten less and less here in the YouTube communities, but hey, I'm gonna keep it going. I'm keeping the candle burning. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna make these videos always. So. But I do have quite a few pickups to share, both from the sale and also some stuff I got on eBay. You know, it doesn't stop. It's like a conveyor belt. I have some more coming from eBay purchases still coming in the mail. I just picked up one of my all-time top grails. Shout out to J King. He knows what it is. And Big Slim does too. But once I have that in my hands, I will have another pickup video. And I'm also expecting a few other jerseys to come in the mail. So, you know, once they arrive, I'll have another pickup video for you. Got some really great deals on some stuff. And, you know, I'm all excited about that. But anyhow, I'm rocking the, or sporting the 1990 Lawrence Taylor. This is the Super Bowl 25 jersey. This is a jersey I got at the older location at Mitchell & Ness some years ago, and I'm wearing it because of two reasons. One is, well, there's actually three reasons. Two of them involve two jerseys that I'm going to show. The other one was this was the first Super Bowl I ever watched. Of course, it was the Super Bowl, sorry to Bills fans, but Scott Norwood misses the field goal. Giants win the Super Bowl. One of the just classic Super Bowls, right? So that was my first Super Bowl, and so I got this some years ago, you know, because it was representing that Super Bowl. And by the way, the really cool thing about these jerseys is it was the first Super Bowl they actually wore a Super Bowl patch on the jersey right there. And then they went away from it for a while. I was talking to Big Slim about this too. They went away from it for a while, and then they started wearing the patch again, which I just think is awesome because, you know, about me, it's always the extras on a jersey. So anyhow, enough chit-chat. Let's get right to the pickups because that's what you're all waiting for, right? So I'm going to get to these a little later. But we're going to start with the jersey. And this is one that I picked up from the Mitchell & Ness store. And I was really excited about this when I found out that Mitchell & Ness was reissuing it. This was a jersey they made some years ago, and I always wanted to get it but never did because I would see other jerseys that I wanted a little more, and I would grab them. And then, of course, when I really wanted to get this, it was gone. But they reissued this, I think, last year, late last year. And I was really excited for it because, like I said, one that, you know, I always liked. Just a classic jersey right here, Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe. It's a 1960 Detroit Red Wings Gordie Howe jersey. Shout out to Big Baby. Hope everything's going well for you, by the way. I know I haven't seen you in a while on YouTube, so hope everything's going okay for you and your family there, Big Baby. But holding it down in the Motor City. Actually, I have a few Detroit things to show in this one, but here's the Gordie Howe with the captaincy and kind of the older Red Wings winged wheel there, logo on the front. Just a classic jersey, like I said. Everything is like single stitched to the nines. This is actually pretty cool that the logo is actually chain stitched. Yeah, good look at that. That's just awesome. I definitely would recommend wearing this. In fact, when I went with Big Slim and Peter Tom Willis on that Saturday, one of the workers at Mitchell & Ness, Aaron, he was wearing this. He was wearing Gordie Howe, and I'm like, yeah, I picked that one up. So definitely nice. Just a classic jersey right there. Single stitch 9 on the back. Really, really nice. And I love that red. Just Really makes it pop. So yeah, Mr. Hockey Gordie Howe, jersey number 1. Jersey number 2, this is a very interesting conversation piece, and I really hope I don't just blabber on about this. You can see a jersey review I did on Mark's page on, Big Slim, Mark Big Slim, his page on Facebook, and got a lot of attention for it. A lot of people were really impressed by it. I was definitely impressed by it. This is the very first time that Mitchell & Ness ever made a heat-pressed, screen-pressed 49ers jersey from any era, really, but from the 80s for sure. And they made this 1989 away white Joe Montana 49er jersey from 1989. All the other 49er jerseys they ever made from this era were stitched numbers, and I don't know. I've kind of heard mixed things. I don't know if the 49ers switched from stitched and heat press back then. Someone said they may have, but I know for sure in the Super Bowl in 1989 when they beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl that year, they wore heat press. And I did some research on that. I looked at some pictures. I blew up the pictures on my phone. Sure enough, it was heat pressed. I mean, the numbers were definitely heat pressed, and everything on that jersey was heat pressed, at least in the Super Bowl. What they did in the regular season, I really don't know. I want to do some more research. If anyone knows, please let me know, because it is a bit of a mystery to me. Because the older run Mitchell & Ness jerseys for the 49ers in 1989 were all stitched, single stitched, the numbers. They were never heat pressed. And I was so excited when I saw this in the store last year because I always wanted one of these heat pressed 49er jerseys, from that era, from the 80s. They just always look classic to me, but Mitchell & Ness never made them up until now. And they made this 89 Montana. It's got the heat pressed on, 16, just really nice. I mean, you can see that, really classic. It's also like that on the sleeves and the numbers. And again, you might look at the website and see this jersey. You might not know that it's heat pressed. So I'm kind of showing this to you guys. Definitely would recommend grabbing this at some point because it is so nice with that heat pressed 16 on the front and on the back, of course. The Montana heat pressed on a nameplate, the 16. I mean, that's just so nice. Look at how shiny that is. Beautiful. But, so this is certainly how they wore them in the Super Bowl that year. And I don't know regular season exactly what they did, but I've always been a big fan of these heat pressed jerseys, as you can tell. I'm wearing one now. These are my absolute favorites for NFL. The Eagles used to wear these, back in the day. I remember them. And, really just something classic about that for me. So they pretty much dominate my collection. I do have quite a few stitched, jerseys too. But if I can get a heat pressed, I'm that much more happier. With all due respect to the teams that were stitching, like the Steelers and the Raiders, but heat pressing, that's what I grew up with the Eagles. So I think that's one of the reasons I have a big soft spot for them. Yeah, 89 Montana. This is a newer jersey. They made this last year. And I'm hoping that this is the first of many that they do with the heat pressed. So, all right. Let's get to a couple eBay finds, actually, before I get to more of the sale. Speaking of Super Bowl 25, and congratulations to this guy. He made the Hall of Fame a week ago. Long time coming, but definitely deserved. Andre Reed, Kutztown's own, PA. Andre Reed, great wide receiver for many years. Part of the Buffalo triplets with Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and Andre Reed. Reed, the last of the three to get to the Hall of Fame, but well-deserved. He'll be in the Hall. He'll be enshrined in the Hall this August. So there you go. Here is his Super Bowl 25 jersey. Of course, the losing end of it, but he was a great, great player for many years. This is his Bills jersey. There's the Super Bowl 25 patch, as you see on the Giants. You see on the Bills. 83 heat pressed. Speaking of heat pressed, 83 sleeves heat pressed. This is an older run. Made in Korea jersey. Really, really nice. The quality on this one is just outstanding. Really like this. The Reed is heat pressed onto a nameplate in 83. Heat pressed as well. Shout out to Big Slim. He's the one that kind of sent me this in a text message for the eBay auction, so I was able to win. I got a great deal on this. So there you go. Andre Reed, Mr. Hall of Fame now. Speaking of Hall of Famers, this next jersey is actually a player I'm representing here. I got his Super Bowl 25 jersey, so now I got his jersey from the his other Super Bowl season. This isn't the Super Bowl jersey because they wore the blue in the Super Bowl in '86 too, but this is the away white Lawrence Taylor. New York Giants. Shout out to Murph and his dad. I know they're big Giant fans, so there you go. Representing the Giants here. Beautiful jersey. I actually passed on this some years ago at a store. It was like 50% off. Not Mitchell & Ness. It was like BC Sports. They had it for 50% off. I didn't get it back then, but years later. I always wanted it. I always wanted the white one with the spider patch. You know, I have that blue older run Phil Simms with the spider patch. That's actually like the Super Bowl jersey in '86, but I always wanted this away white one just because I always thought it popped. Like the numbers on the front really look good. That blue and red, you know, spider patch. Actually, I can't wear this too much in the NFL season because, one of the rivals to my Eagles, but, still is a beautiful jersey, and you can't go wrong with one of the greatest of all time right there, LT. So, there you go. You can never go wrong with the LT jersey. Just won't be, sorry, Murph, I won't be wearing it too much during the football season, but I do have it. Have two of them. I still have to get the, I wish this cough would go away. I still have to get the swag factor. I do see like a Giants Super Bowl 25. Actually, it's pretty cool because New Era made these hats, and they're Super Bowl hats, and they have like the team logo in the front, and they got the Super Bowl logo on the side. So it's really cool. They're fitteds too. If you go to lids.com, you can find them. Basically, any place to sell hats have them, but they have the Super Bowl 25 hats with the Giants logo in front. I want to get that one to go with the LT. I'm wearing a Yankees hat here just because I don't have the swag factor Giant-wise to go with this, so I'll just go with another New York team. The baseball season is just around the corner. See what happens with my Phillies this year. But there you go. Got the Taylor heat pressed on the back. Really, really nice jersey. Like I said, just something about the white with the blue and the red just makes this pop even more. Really like that. Just a classic look for a classic player. All right, so those were my eBay finds. Now let's get back to the sale, the winter sales event. Let's see, which bag do I want to open first? Yeah. All right, shout out to Great Babe, because I know he's a huge fan of this player. I was a huge fan of this player growing up myself. Shout out to Big Baby also. I know he for sure is a real fan of this player too, growing up in the Motor City. Really doesn't need any more introductions, do we? We got Barry Sanders right here. This is the 1993 jersey. This is actually a reissue. They made this many years ago, and it's super hard to find anymore. So I went ahead and got the newer version made in China, but it's still a really nice jersey. It's got the heat pressed 20, and the thing I really love about this jersey is that 60 patch right there for the Lions. It just sets it all off. Really, really nice. It's got the NFL shield there too. Heat pressed all around on the 20 and on the stripes on the sleeves. The B. Sanders is actually single stitched onto a nameplate. Overall, I think they did a pretty good job with this jersey. And then the 20 is heat pressed as well onto the back. Classic jersey for a classic player. You know, one of the all-time great running backs. My all-time favorite running back too is Barry Sanders. So I was happy to get this because I never did get the original run of it. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't. But I do have the newer one. I didn't let this one get away, so there you go. Barry Sanders, 1993 with the 60th Annie patch for the Lions. Gotta love that. Gotta love extras on jerseys, don't you? All right, so there you go. Boy, I'm just showing Detroit a lot of love. I hope Big Baby appreciates this because took care of the Lions, took care of the Red Wings. We gotta take care of the Tigers right here, the Tigers. This is a jersey that when I saw it in the store, I just couldn't pass on it. I mean, I passed on this so many times. I have his batting practice jerseys, but I never got his actual game jersey. And there's just something so clean about this jersey, I just had to grab it. So we have the 1984 Detroit Tigers with that huge English D on the front, just so nice and classic. Kirk Gibson. And of course, I also have his 88 Dodgers jersey, which Jonas made years ago with the World Series patch. But this is the Tigers. Of course, his original World Series was with the Tigers. And there's the Gibson 23 on the back. That's right, baseball season just around the corner. So there you go, single-stitched Gibson 23 on the back and that big, bold English D on the front. Just one of the all-time great logos in sports. Just a classic logo. And there you go. This is a made in China, made in Vietnam actually, Ron. They've had this jersey, I think, for a number of years. It's got the pins, the stripes going down. Just a classic jersey. I mean, the Tigers' home jersey hasn't changed in like forever. It's been like this for so many years. The road jersey's changed a few times, but the home has always pretty much been, somewhat similar. Maybe some other variations, but definitely always had that old English D in the front. And it's just, classic jersey. So there you go. Kirk Gibson, 1984, the year the Tigers won their last World Series to this point. They've been in it a few times since, just haven't won it. All right, and this next jersey here is another one of these that, I haven't seen this in my size in the store in like forever. So they had one left in my size. I don't even know. They must have pulled this thing out of storage, but they came out with this jersey a couple years ago, and just such a nice one. I don't know why I never picked it up before, but it's the pullover. And you all know I love pullover baseball jerseys. California Angels, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. This is the 1985 jersey, and this is also a made in China, but it's just really nice. It's got a double stitching going around that Angels and the 44 in the front. It's a dual patch jersey too, which is what I really love about it. It's got the old state of California Angels patch or logo patch there in the one sleeve, and that season they celebrated their 25th anniversary, so it's got the 25th Annie patch on the other one. This is another jersey you see so many fakes of too. So when I saw it in the store, I know, hey, I'm getting the authentic, so I'm happy about that. And the Jackson 44 is double stitched as well, no nameplate, just the Jackson 44. Like I say, you see so many fakes of this on eBay, so I'm like, I'm just gonna grab it because A, it's legit, B, it's in my size. When am I gonna find this in my size again in the store? So I actually had plans for some other jerseys, and they went the wayside when I saw this and when I saw the Kirk Gibson. So what can you do, right? Gotta change on the fly. So anyhow, last but not least, I have, believe it or not, 3 more to show. This one I picked up. See, I actually went 2 days. I went Monday, and then I went back on Saturday. I met up with Big Slim Peter, Tom Willis on Saturday. This is one of the ones I got on Monday. So this is a Houston Rockets Hakeem Olajuwon. It's actually a special edition jersey. I believe this was a Hall of Fame jersey because it has the Hall of Fame date on the bottom by the jock tag. And the thing about it is, I think they made one for Hakeem and they made one for Patrick Ewing, I believe. They were like the only 2 they did for the Hall of Fame. But it's a really nice jersey, that older Rockets jersey, circa the 1994, I want to say, 1994-95 season. The only thing is it doesn't have the NBA, Jerry West patch on there, logo. I don't know why, but there were a couple of these in the store and neither of them had it. I don't know what the reason for that was, but yeah, maybe a missight on their part or because it was a special edition jersey. I really don't know. Still a nice jersey nonetheless. Houston 34 single stitched on the front. Olajuwon 34 single stitched on the back. Hakeem the Dream. One of my favorite players growing up. Hakeem Olajuwon. Always wanted his Mitchell and Ness jersey, so I was glad to get it. It was either going to be that or a Swingman from Adidas, and I went with that one. Okay, so both Peter, Tom Willis, and Big Slim got the 24 Kobe jersey, the Showtime jersey, the alternate Hardwood Classics that the Lakers wore those years ago. I was going to get that one, but then I saw this one on Monday when I went, and talk about things being rare. I know on the website you can find the rookie Kobe's home and away, and the alt blue, pretty much in just about every size. But in a store, it's not always the case. The alt blue you can find in my size, but it's been a while since I saw the purple or gold in my size in the store. So when I went on that Monday, I saw a gold Kobe rookie in my size, and I had to grab it because it was in my size, and it's a rookie Kobe. I went to high school with Kobe for a year at Lower Merion, so I've always been a fan of his game. Wasn't too happy he beat the Sixers in 01, but he's a great player. Can't take that away from him. Maybe he'll even finish off his career with the Sixers. You never know. Shout out to Pistol and all the other Laker fans out there. I know you guys appreciate this. This is the Swingman, the Mitchell and Ness rookie Kobe, the gold, home gold jersey. It is a newer run made in China. They've made different runs of this over the years, but this is one of the newer ones. It's got that, double-stitched Lakers with the drop shadow, the classic, Showtime jersey style. It's got the gold NBA logo because this was from the 96-97 season. That's right, he came in the league with AI and Nash and company. That was a great draft class that year if you go back and think about it. All those great players. Ray Allen. Beautiful, beautiful jersey right there. Great draft class, of course. Lakers 8. In fact, I do have plans on going on March 1st when the Sixers retire Allen Iverson's number 3 in the rafters. And, I'll be wearing one of my rookie AI jerseys that night. I want to go to that game. I always said I want to go there when they retire his number March 1st. I hope to be in the building. But speaking of guys, draft class of 96, 97. My favorite player from that draft class, Allen Iverson. But a close second was Kobe. Because I did go to high school with him. And, the Hornets, boy. You got to wonder, right? They traded him on draft day. I mean, what could have been, but oh well. He made quite a name for himself with the Lakers over the years. And Bryant, double-stitched, 8, double-stitched. Yep, one of the all-time great players. I went to high school with him, so there you go. I can't say that about any other great player besides Kobe, but there you go. Mighty Fans, a little claim to fame there. Went to high school with Kobe Bryant for 1 year at Lower Marion. Kobe, if you're watching, shout out to you. So anyhow, last but certainly not least, we have another great player who I remember watching when I was younger. One of my first favorite players. Of course, back then he was an Eagle. Then he got free agented off to the Green Bay Packers. Actually, one of the first big name players to go somewhere as a free agent, right? And this is his first season in Green Bay jersey. This was, of course, the great Reggie White, the late great Reggie White. This was a jersey I saw in the store, and the funny thing about it is it is a made in China, but it's kind of an older run made in China jersey, I guess from the original runs. They made this and they made Brett Favre in the green back then, and I saw this in the store, and it's kind of rarity. You don't see this too often in the stores anymore, so I picked it up. And the funny thing also was Peter Tom Willis came dressed in the away white version of this. So I thought that was pretty funny. I picked up the green, and he had the white one on, so there you go. It is a 1993 Reggie White Green Bay Packers jersey, so it has the Packers 75th anniversary patch right there. Of course, I do have the away white Sterling Sharp with that patch. That was a grail of mine for a while, so glad to have it. And now I got Reggie. Of course, I have his Eagles jersey too with the Jerome Brown patch. But now I got his Packers too. Everything is also heat pressed on here, including the stripes. Really nice. The only thing stitched on there is the Annie patch and the NFL shield. Just a solid jersey all around. The white nameplate. 92 screen pressed. Beautiful jersey. Really glad to have it. So now I got 2 Reggie jerseys from Mitchell and Ness, the Eagles, now Packers. So there you go. Yeah. Whew! So that will do it for the jersey pickups, boy. I know, Mighty Fan's been busy, but got some great deals on them. Deals at Mitchell and Ness, deals on eBay. So I got some other stuff coming in the mail, believe it or not. It's been a great couple months for me for ground pickups, so I have a few more coming, so when they come, I'll have another pickup video. And by the way, I would be remiss if I didn't show you these pickups, because in the preseason, Mighty Fan made his NFL predictions. And most of the time, I'm not very right about them. But this past season, I hit it right, boom, right there, right? Because I said, if you all remember, Mighty Fan's prediction before the season was that the Seahawks would beat the Broncos in Super Bowl 48 in the Meadowlands. Of course, I said it would snow. I was off by a day. The snow came the next day, right? But nonetheless, it was the Seahawks and Broncos, and the Seahawks won a resounding score of like 43-8, right? Just to, proving that a great defense, defense wins championships. A great defense can beat a great offense to win a championship. So before the game, I picked up this hat. This is the new Air On-Field Seahawks Super Bowl fitted. There it is with the logo. Really nice. I picked this up the week of the Super Bowl when they became available in stores. Then today, I went out and I picked up the Super Bowl champs hat right there. First ever Super Bowl champs for the Seahawks. Congrats to them. Congrats to the 12th man out there. I was rooting for them. After my Eagles got eliminated anyhow, I was rooting for them, and I was hoping that they would, win and make my prediction come true. And I've always liked the Seahawks, going back to the Joey Galloway years way back when. I still have my Logo Athletic replica Joey Galloway blue Seahawks jersey. But I was happy for them. Here in Philly, we love defense. I'm wearing an LT jersey, but great defender from the past. We love a great defense here in Philly. We had some great defenders over the years, and the Seahawks certainly had a great defense. Of course, Earl Thomas should have been an Eagle, though. Damn it, Andy Reid. But anyhow, congrats to the Seahawks for winning their first ever Super Bowl. Hopefully my Eagles won't be too far behind, right? But until then, we have the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. Really nice on-field. This is the locker room hat. I just picked this up today from Lids. It's a nice all-over look of it. The other thing that's really cool is on the underbrim it has Super Bowl 48. It's really cool. Like the overall look at that. Hopefully someday I can get one with the Eagles logo on there. But there you go. So you're right. Your boy Mighty Fan hit it on the head. The Seahawks over the Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Okay, so I didn't really go out on a limb too much with that prediction. Probably a lot of people had that, but I was right nonetheless. So there you go. Okay, see, I'm not always right, but when I am, I'm going to brag about it. But anyhow, until my next video, that's going to do it for me. I know I had a lot of things to show, and this video has been about, oh my goodness, almost 27 minutes. Sorry about that, but I just had a lot to show. Hope you guys hung in there with me for that. But as always, big shouts to all my subscribers, fellow Jersey heads, all the groups on Facebook, family, friends, fellow DVR members, anyone I'm forgetting, anyone at all I'm forgetting. Shouts to all of you guys. Shouts to the workers at Mitchell and Ness, in particular, Zaid, Aaron, and Dex. You guys have always great and make the experience what it is. Anyone else I'm forgetting? Shouts to everyone. And until the next video, I'll have another pickup video from the living room, from MightyFan's living room, coming up probably in the next week or so. So be on the lookout for that. And until then, this is MightyFan saying peace. I'll see you in that next video. Yes, I was right. Seahawks win. Seahawks win. They beat the Broncos. There it is. There's the proof. But anyhow, I gotta go. I'll see y'all. And let's go. Let's go. All get ready for March Madness and for baseball season. And of course, after that, shortly, we got NHL, we got NBA playoffs, and of course, we got the Olympics going on. One of my favorite lines from the movie Cool Runnings. I'm feeling very Olympic today. So anyhow, until my next video, everyone. MightyFan saying peace. I'll see you then.